This past weekend we went out to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. If you haven't been there, I highly recommend going there because it's one of the most beautiful places that I've ever been, and I've been to some really incredible places. There's a lot of hiking trails. There's a lake that you can do boats, wakeboard on. There's a lot of tour scenery. You can tour, like, do a lake cruise, mountain trails, and there's this really cool theme park called Silverwood that has roller coasters, and it's also a water park, which is really really neat. It's kind of like a small version of Disneyland, which is one of my favorite places to go. Which is might sound funny as a grown man going to Disneyland, but I love Disneyland because it's just the one thing of it was about a guy who had this dream and made that dream come true, and I thought that was really really cool about Disneyland. But like this is the exact same thing about Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Um, is you know this little mining town was nothing, and they developed it as a tourist attraction, as a place that people can go, and it's a very popular place. If you want to go see the Northwest, it's a very popular place to go. There's the most beautiful golf course that I've ever golfed. I've never had bison ribs, and it was just a really great experience to experience, some different meat. And the restaurants were and service was just amazing. In the shops, there was really cool shops. There was this one shop that I really liked. It was everything Ireland shop, and it was really neat. They had everything from Ireland, Irish shop that you could pick out, and I was able to look up my heritage and kind of some backstory. And they had like a movie that they could tour around, and it was just really really cool. A bunch of really neat like shopping clothing stores that were more handcrafted clothing stores. So it was really good experience, and the service there and the environment there was just a really great time. So if you haven't been to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, I highly recommend that you go check it out. It was very inexpensive, and so it's not, you don't need a lot of money to go there. We literally, I think, spent maybe $700 on the full 4 days or so. So it's not bad, right? But one big insight that I really, really, really have, that I always travel, but when I do travel, I've always traveled, but it was always for work. This year I've been to New York, I've been to Florida, I've been to California, I've been to Nevada, I've been to um, you know where else? Pennsylvania, Minnesota, but all of it was for work, and so therefore, every time I'm traveling for work, I do get to explore, but I don't really enjoy it as much. I and this time we went on a trip over to Idaho, and it was a surprise trip. I literally told my wife the day before. I think it was really funny. And so I told her the day before because we're not we don't really go on trips, and she struggles with planning and figuring that out. She needs to know right before, so therefore kind of like we plan it so far out ahead of when we normally do trips. And I just wanted to do a short little trip, just the three of us to just enjoy time. And I'm really grateful that I did that, because it was one thing that I can definitely say that was really missing in our relationship as a family, and it was really missing for me. Um, it allowed me to slow down a little. It allowed me to look at everything that's going on in my life, um, and also look at everything in the past and what's to come of the future. And it allowed me to connect with my family on a different aspect, that I didn't have my cell phones, on with them. I shut everything off, all my do not disturb. I was able to read 3 books during the time there, um, which were great books, but it also, I was able to get real good clarity on business and on my purpose and on what I'm doing with Thrive Brands. And I think besides just that, just being with the family, just being the three of us, me and my daughter, it was just really enjoyable because I was able to be very connected. I was able to communicate, um, and I was able to just really feel the love. And and I think sometimes in life, um, you get so wrapped up on the things that you're working towards that you you really lose sight of what it is that you're working towards. And everything I do is to provide for my family, to grow the community, to help change men and women, and to live and thrive for a better lifestyle. Um, but I think sometimes you get so wrapped up in the way things are going that you don't ever take time to just really enjoy it. And today I just wanted to share that with you. Is if you're not currently, if you haven't been on a trip for a really long time, or if you're not, connecting, I really encourage you. I really encourage you to go and do it. Just shut off the phones. Just be connected. Go find someone somewhere really cool that you can just be away for 3 to 4 days. Um, and if you don't have family, that's fine. But I really think it's one thing that you need to do as an individual too. And it was a very, very great time. And I wanted to share that with you because this is one thing that I think that in society we struggle on. We're on that rat race. We're trying to make it to the next level, but we don't take the time to really just go in and enjoy um, something fun. Enjoy our fruits. Enjoy all of our hard work. And I'm glad I did that. And I just wanted to share that with you. And if you are on Instagram right now, I'm going to go ahead and pop off so you can go to Tate Talks TV and check that out on our episode here. Because I'm gonna put in some key notes here for this episode here. So go watch the rest of this message that I'm going to share on Tate Talks TV, and the title will be Take Time, and you will enjoy life. So I'll see you later, Facebook and IG fans. It's on YouTube or on all of Apple's Tate Talks TV. You can go on there and listen to the rest of this message. I want to give you some tools. I want to give you some planning things of what you can do in order to take time for yourself. It was a real simple concept for me. I was able to think of things that I love. I love hiking. I love. I know that my daughter, she loves the pool, and she loves, going. She's very full. And I know my wife loves anything to do with like beach or outdoor, activity, and she loves great food. And we both love really fine, dining and great food, and to experience that. And so, how I did this, how I was able to take this, take 3 days and find, time was I looked up areas, on Google that would fit all three of everything that we enjoy doing. That would fit all three of our personalities. And what I was able to do, Coeur d'Alene was, it's one of the most sought after lakes that I didn't even know. It was right here in my backyard. It's like 6 hours away. I didn't even know really about it. I've heard that it was great for golfing. And I love golfing, and the golf course there is amazing. It's a great, very challenging course. But that was one way that I was able to prep. finding the time. And so when I Googled that, I wrote out, hey, here's the other one that we were looking at was Salt Lake City, which it could have been a lot of fun. I think we are going to go to that anyways. But, how long does it take to get there? Can we drive there? What vehicle are we going to take? Where are we going to stay? We were able to stay at the resort there. There was a resort, and so that was really nice. It was on the lake and was really beautiful. But these are things that I had to do within literally a week before prior. Now, I highly recommend that you plan out a little bit more, but it was does it fit my needs? Is it something that I would really enjoy? Is it going to be something that my wife's really going to enjoy? And is it going to be something that my daughter is really going to enjoy? I think sometimes when we go on vacations, we just plan and think of ourselves instead of, the other people that we have that we're going with. And I wanted to hit all of us. I wanted all of us to really enjoy it. And if you know me, I'm not a big fan of sitting in lines at roller coasters and water parks. It's not my cup of tea, but my daughter absolutely loved it, and the joy was just really amazing. And the little cute town that we picked out, it was just really, it was really great and set a really good environment to be able to connect and talk with my wife. And waking up early in the morning, I look at, hey, where's there a gym? Pretty much, I really try not to travel anywhere that there's not a gym there. And so there was Anytime Fitness, which, I own Anytime Fitness, so it worked out really well to go and check out the other Anytime Fitnesses in that area. And so, and we're getting ready to redo our Anytime Fitness, so to be able to see what other clubs are doing was really neat in a different area. And so it allowed me to wake up early to get clarity of the purpose that we're driving in life, but it gave me a release of clarity. And I think that if you're not taking time right now to go on vacation, I think it's very easy to get into the work mode, hustle mode. And a lot of people are really all about that, right? But really, one of the best things that you can do is to take time and enjoy life and to live it on your terms. It doesn't have to be always hustle and grind. And if you aren't doing that right now, I really highly suggest you going and doing it. Spend time if your relationship's struggling right now. I really think it's one thing that you can do to ignite those flames and connect. And so, yeah, thanks for listening to the Take Talk Show. If you have any questions or anything that you would like me to talk about, I'd love to talk about. Love to answer with it. I'd love to connect with you. I appreciate you watching. Go ahead and leave us a comment down below. If you can leave us a comment in the Apple review podcast, that can be great. Review us. Yeah, appreciate you and keep thriving in life. Talk to you soon.
I can stack them hundreds to the roof. I ain't stopping till they stack to the moon. Without me, my family wouldn't have food. Anybody go against